Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1081.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about everything you need to know about student loan forgiveness, because recently President Biden announced a slew of new student loan debt relief measures, including cancellation of up to $20,000 in debt for some Americans. The Education Department estimates about 27 million borrowers qualify to receive some amount of relief. And so what we're going to cover today is everything you need to know. We're going to go through a question and answer so that everything is clear. You know how to apply, when to apply, what qualifies, how much you can get forgiven, all of that. So first of all, the application won't be ready until October, so there's nothing to do quite yet. And once you apply, relief will come in about 4 to 6 weeks after your application is submitted. The application is going to be online in early October, according to the National Economic Council Deputy Director, Bharat Ramamurthy, and you can apply by November 15th to get relief before the pause on student loan payments expires on December 31st. So who qualifies for up to $20,000 in student loan debt forgiveness? Borrowers who received Pell Grants and make less than $125,000 individually, or as a married couple, less than $250,000, you're eligible to receive $20,000 in student loan debt forgiveness. And your income that they're talking about is based on either your 20 or 2021 federal tax return. Well, what is a Pell Grant? A Pell Grant is a federal grant to low-income undergraduates who have not yet earned a first bachelor's degree with the greatest demonstrated financial need. They determine your eligibility from documentation provided on the free application for federal student aid, which is FAFSA, F-A-F-S-A. In 2020 to 2021, there were 6.4 million students who received a Pell Grant, and the average award was $4,166, with over 78% of recipients that had family incomes of less than $40,000, according to the National Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators. So who qualifies for $10,000 in student loan debt forgiveness? Well, those who didn't receive Pell Grants and make less than $125,000 as individuals or $250,000 if you're married, then you are eligible for $10,000 in student loan debt forgiveness. Again, your income is based on your 2020 or 2021 federal tax return. What about current students? Are current students with loans eligible for forgiveness? Students currently enrolled in school with loans can also qualify for relief as long as their parents' income is below the eligibility gap for single or married filers. And loans must have been originated before July 1 to make them eligible. What types of student loans are eligible for forgiveness? The student loans that are eligible for forgiveness have to be federally backed. What doesn't qualify are loans from private banks and lenders. Both graduate and undergraduate loans are eligible for cancellation, along with Parent Plus loans that were taken out by parents or guardians, according to a press call with the Biden administration. How do you apply for student loan debt forgiveness? Well, as I said, you can't apply yet. That won't happen until October, but the Department of Education is working to set up a simple application process for borrowers to claim relief, according to the administration's fact sheet. The application should be available by the time the pause on federal student loan payments expires at the end of the year. The payment forbearance was originally set to expire August 31st until Biden extended it until December 31st. Income limits must be verified, which may cause a delay for applicants whose data isn't in the Education Department's database. However, almost 8 million borrowers can be eligible to get relief automatically because their income data is already available to the Education Department. What happens to any payments that you made during the payment pause? Any payments you made during the federal student loan moratorium, which began on March 13th of 2020, can be refunded to you if you contact your loan service provider according to the Federal Student Aid website. Is this the same as the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, or PSLF? No, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program provides student debt forgiveness to those who have worked at least 10 years in public service jobs with federal, state, local, or certain nonprofit organizations, such as teachers, nurses, doctors, lawyers, and other professionals. How can you stay updated on the student loan forgiveness application process? Borrowers can get notifications when the application is available by signing up at studentaid.gov/debt relief. studentaid.gov/DEBT-RELIEF. What happens with my payments if I'm not eligible for forgiveness or the forgiveness doesn't cancel all my debt? Well, President Biden also extended the pause or forbearance on federal student loan payments until December 31st. So the relief originally was set to expire on August 31st, but now has been extended to the end of the year. The extension will provide temporary relief for the remaining borrowers who are ineligible for forgiveness, or who will receive limited relief from the elimination of $10,000 in debt. Is the forgiven student loan debt taxable? Not on the federal level. This debt relief will not be considered taxable income for federal income tax purposes because of a provision in the American Rescue Plan passed in March of 2021. And I'll attach a link to this article so you have the link to the website in case you're driving or walking and didn't have a chance to write down the link there to complete an application to get notifications on the application process. So don't miss out on this $4 billion cancellation of student debt. It will impact hundreds of thousands of people who used federal loans. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.